is today started Hanukkah at what you would call 6 p.m. and
Okay.
since I know Hebrew, it started off with the traditional Hebrew greeting as well. So happy Hanukkah to all of you out there who would be Jewish. But yes, you can keep on. You can have it back, I guess. But as far as you all would be concerned, Hanukkah started 3 days ago. I mean, excuse me, 3 hours ago is what I meant to say. Three hours ago, if you're in Central Standard Time. But anywho, nevertheless, go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome tonight to the CEO call for the ATS Network. If you are in a position to, we do ask that you please turn on your camera so we can see your beautiful smiling faces and feel your amazing energy. If you have a question, we do ask that you raise your hand for your question or hit Manage Participants at the bottom of your screen. Another screen will populate, and you will see at the bottom there will be a little blue hand that says Raise Hand. Click that, and we will acknowledge your question. Ladies and gentlemen, I now turn this over to Miss Grace Wise Sandals, my business partner, my best friend. Take it over.
Thank you so much. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, again to tonight's CEO conference call with our CEO. I am about to introduce you to this evening. This gentleman needs no introduction, but I'm going to give you one anyway. This gentleman, I love to call him the man, the myth, the legend. Yes, the lion. The lion. You see it on his shirt. The gentleman who is straight with no chaser. The gentleman who tells you what it is you need to know in order to win, in order to go out there and dominate, in order to go out there and be the best that it is you need to be. The gentleman whose man cave has a woman's touch, and I'm going to steal all his pillows because I love the colorful and shininess of them. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr.
I sure appreciate you. Thank you all. I am grateful. And yes, I don't know about his woman's touch, but I did the best I could with what I had. Either who, yes, we are making it work. Bigger man cave is coming soon. This bigger one coming soon. Happy Hanukkah to all of you, if that is what you celebrate. If not, and you're not offended by it, happy Hanukkah to you. If you are, happy holidays to you as well. And happy Pam Norris hair is laid perfectly. Yes, yes. Happy Pam Norris hair is laid perfectly day. That is today. That is an official holiday. Go ahead, Pam. Speech. Give us a speech.
Yeah, just saying I cut it off for the holiday. A new look, a new beginning, a new 2020.
Well, it looks good. It look. I would say it looks like you trying to catch you one, but Tony ain't having all that there. So yes, no, you look fabulous. I love it, fabulous. I'll just use that as my introduction. Tempest, is over to you. Over to you. Over to you.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for lending us a few moments from your Sunday evening. If I don't talk before the end of this call again, I wish you all a safe and Merry Christmas or happy holidays, or just enjoy some time off doing you because you deserve it. Today, I had something else in mind, but then, of course, the universe was like, hey, turn left instead of doing what you want to do. So I'm going to read something. I am subscribed to many newsletters, but my favorite one is from Abraham Hicks. To explain Abraham Hicks, I would have to do a whole nother call, so I'm not going to explain who or what Abraham represents. I'll let you Google that on your own. But Abraham teaches about the law of attraction. So every day around 8:15 a.m., I get an email from them for a quote of the day. And usually the quote is right on time. It sets the tone for the day. And just like every other day, this one set the tone. So I'm going to read this email because it touched me, and I hope it touches you as well. Then I'm out your way, and y'all can learn whatever Antonio has for y'all tonight. So the email goes, we're asking you to trust in the well-being. In optimism, there is magic. In pessimism, there is nothing. In positive expectation, there is thrill and success. In pessimism or awareness of what is not wanted, there is nothing. What you're wanting to do is redefine your relationship with the stream. We do not ask you to look at something that is black and call it white. We do not ask you to see something that is not as you want it to be and pretend that it is. What we ask you to do is practice moving your gaze. Practice changing your perspective. Practice talking to different people. Practice going to new places. Practice sifting through the data for the things that feel like you want to feel and using those things to cause you to feel in a familiar place. And if you catch nothing else, please catch this sentence. In other words, we want you to feel familiar in your joy, familiar in your positive expectations, familiar in your knowing that all is well, because this universe, this God, will knock itself out, giving you evidence of that well-being once you find that place. In other words, we want you to feel familiar in your joy, feel familiar in your dreams, feel familiar in your hopes and in your desires, because if your dreams are unfamiliar to you, this call won't make sense to you. If you are scared of your dreams, you're scared to see what the unknown has for you, this call, this opportunity, or any other opportunity that comes your way won't make sense. So if for nothing else, for the rest of this call, for the rest of this week, for the rest of this year, you're 8 days away, get familiar with your joy, not someone else's, not what society says, not what the government says. Get familiar and fall in love with your joy. Because once you get to that place, once you get familiar with what makes you feel good, I promise you, you will never go back to things that are displeasing to you. I promise you, you will learn to let some people exit out of your life. I promise you, you will stop showing up for other people and dropping the ball for yourself. Get familiar with your joy. Antonio, back to you.
Well, you completely influenced my call. Y'all unmute your mics and clap for that. I don't know what else to tell you, but
Yes.
Jesus, right? Man, but that is Tempest. She is what she is. There's no words. She is the song that contains no words. It's just vibration. That's the best way I can explain Tempest. He definitely influenced what I was going to, didn't change what I was going to do, but influenced it. So I guess I'll be nicer and give y'all more information than what I was going to, which I was going to give you a lot, but you know me. You know me. Deanna, do you want to say something? Oh, okay. You just accidentally unmuted. Oh, you kept your mic unmuted. There you go. Well, all of you, very simple. Here are the ways to make money with ATS. I think long and hard, Raheem. I always want to say Raheem. Radio Raheem, because I grew up in that area, but it's Raheem. Okay. But I always worked long and hard. I try to put myself in your shoes with Corey's beard and trying to figure out, well, what can I do to help you move forward? The first thing I want to tell you is you should push people to our personal development programs. They're free. I made a promise long ago that, not that I don't have a single problem charging for personal development. Let me just tell y'all. Okay, I don't have a problem for charging for water. They charging me. Okay, they're literally charging me for something that is natural on earth. They charging me for water. I would charge you for anything. Please believe that. But we typically keep 99% of what is personal development here for free. Coming in 2020, there will be almost 9 to 12, probably even 15 free to the public personal development things, courses, classes that, of course, you know us, that will have no end. They will just continue to grow. I'm going to give you an idea about some of those. One of my favorite ones coming out is the Ultra, actually what Tempest just did, that's coming out. Okay, that's something that's totally her brainchild. She is a master at overcoming low self-esteem, and she has some things that I will not break. Do you want to say some stuff? I'm not going to give it away because, you know, but just be on the lookout. If you know anyone that suffers from low self-esteem or just, you know, just anything like that, or have low self-esteem in the area, that's coming out. Also going to be a 20-hour cognitive behavioral course on dealing with anger. Yes. If you've ever taken out an Overcome a Low Self-Esteem course in the university, it's going to be like that, better. And I've got two good angry people. I mean, just super angry people. One with the most fantastic beard on planet Earth. Reginald is his name. I mean, he works on his beard 24/7, y'all. Okay? Some people do push-ups during commercials. He brushes his beard during the commercials. I mean, he works on it. Well, y'all gonna come back tomorrow, his beard gonna have waves in it. Look at it. He's brushing it right now, okay? Okay, all these good things. With also, you're gonna have over 100 classes of law of attraction coming at you in 2020. Over 100. That's right now, over 100 plus all the overcoming low self-esteem and all that stuff about dealing with anger. That's enough. We can start a whole university off of those three things. Think about this. We can start an entire university. If y'all never knew us, and I said we have a university based off the law of attraction, the dealing with anger and overcoming low self-esteem, that in itself would be insanely profitable and powerful. And if I said these things would grow every month. It's amazing what is happening. There's another thing that's going to happen. There are going to be small groups that we're going to introduce. The small groups are going to, while you're making all the tons of money that you have, we're going to have official small groups in the ATS Business University. And these small groups are going to allow for you to, you know, get some stuff off your chest. Now I'm talking, women, if y'all just don't mind, if y'all can just, you know, close your eyes and your ears just for a second, because I'm not talking to y'all right now. Men, we got different problems, and we can't tell nobody. We just can't. It is, we can't tell our wives that we feel like failures. Come on now, I'm talking to somebody that's real talk. I need some real men. We can't say that, yes, I'm doing everything. Yes, I'm paying the bills, but I don't have that dream house that I promised you when we were dating. And every day I wake up, that makes me feel like a failure. And I have to go out into the world and I have to come back, and no matter where I go, it makes me feel like a failure. Everything is wrong. But then, of course, what do we say when we say, how was your day? It was good. Right? Classic man answer. Classic, it's good. It's good. You ask her how was her day, 50 million answers come out of her mouth at the same time, and you're supposed to actively listen to all of them, right? Here's my point. That's another. The small groups are literally friendship, therapy, all sorts of stuff with an array of topics and free conversation just so you can have a safe place. And let me just pause right here. If you are of any religion, period, everything I just said thus far is pure ministry. I want you to process the information that I'm giving to you. Please know when I said, Rakeem, the best way to make money with ATS, everybody's expecting me to go, okay, well, dot the I's, cross the T's. No, I'm telling you, fill their need first. And then you can help them make income. Every great leader did it. Every great leader that ever walked planet Earth, literally, fed people food before they tried to talk to them. Truth. Y'all know how we are. How many of you will be listening to me right now hungry? I don't know. I wouldn't talk to you hungry, and I don't expect you to hear me hungry. Send them to all our personal development, and that's just a few. That is literally just a few. The point, let me tell you why. I didn't know Tempest was going to read that, but it is in alignment with what I'm saying. If you want to make money with ATS, help people stop calling white things black, black things white. Stop becoming patient with your situations. Now, this is the word for somebody, okay? Someone needs to hear me. Stop becoming patient with your situation. To be patient means that you also admit that you don't like your situation and there's something in it that you don't like. And at that very moment, you cannot get abundance. Not only are you acknowledging the lack in your life, you're vibrating at the lack in your life. And even worse, you're telling the universe, but I'm going to stay right here and just be dealing with it, be patient with it. And none of that is going to get you up. And if that wasn't good, there's going to be a 40-week leadership class led by Deanna and Reggie. That's going to be fun. Yes, it's going to be super fun. And I'm bringing back Think and Grow Rich. I really am. I really am. All these things, plus many, many, many more. In other words, we want you to feel familiar in your joy. It's something Tempest posted to us at 9:19 a.m. Central Standard Time. That is what you want to do, honestly. I'm going to shift here to the next things that you want to do, the next thing, really. But I want all of you to just lean back real quick. Antonio, what you said number one was lead people to all the personal development we have. It's free. You get it? Hey, that leads me to number two because some of y'all did not get it. Imagine not trying to sell someone anything. Just imagine that for a second. Imagine not trying to sell somebody nothing. And you say, you know what? Tonight, we have a small group. Tonight, we have a small group. Tonight, we have a small group. Tonight, we have Think and Grow Rich. Tonight, we have Dealing with Anger. Tonight, we have Law of Attraction. Tonight, we're talking about overcoming low self-esteem. Tonight, we are talking about leadership. Imagine just sending them there and having the universe speak with them for free. Imagine that. Imagine sending them there and then asking them. No, you ain't got to ask them. They'll tell you, wow, y'all do this all the time? Man, I paid for that. You get that for free? Sure do. And you just bring them back next week. Guess what? They're falling in love with the company. They're falling in love with themselves. And now they say, how can I get more? Listen, that's going to continue to be free because that's the powerful part of this company. If you want to make money with us, not only is all that free, you can learn how to make money and get even more of that free. And you just keep getting all that free for as long as your membership continues. All of y'all pause for a second. Isn't that much easier than selling? Right? What's the number one mission of the company? Create 100,000 millionaires. What's the number two mission of the company? To make the worst salesperson ever a top income earner. Do you think it would be easier to become a top income earner when you can just tell people, get the help you need? Because remember, you're going to talk to people you know, and you're going to take these classes, and they're going to say something. They're going to complain. They're going to say, man, I'm just not satisfied with where I'm at. And you're going to go, ooh, join me tonight. There's a class on that. I'll call you on three-way. It's a lot easier to make money that way. Why? Because every great teacher, every person who has ever experienced massive abundance that they did not have to protect, they didn't sell people, they served people. It's a difference. It's a difference. Lisa Jones has put in the chat, that's how you grab me. But you had me way back then. Yes, in 2008. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see that. That's why we allow, it's why we don't lock down the access to personal development. It's just not something we want to do. I'm not telling you this is wrong. I'm not telling you someone else's model would be incorrect. I'm just telling you that we like the fact that business, sales, and marketing is what we charge for, and you get a whole bunch of other stuff combined. Plus, we purposely give away 50 to 60 to 70%. Actually, it's way more than that. We give away 50, 60, 70% so you can come into it free and invite people just so they could get stuff and just love where they are. And then we work really, really hard to create another 50, 60, 70% that adds value to you and you alone. And that's it. That was my presentation tonight. Let's recap for your full understanding, and I'll give you one more thing as a bonus for people with my personality type. Thing number one, drive people to the personal development. It's a lot. It is a lot. It is. It is. Thing number two, let's frame that as we designed this company to where you don't have to sell, and we work on that every day. We designed the company to where you don't have to sell, and then every day we figure out a reason or something every day. I'll show you just for a second before I give you the third thing that fits my personality type. Nothing I said, y'all, fits my personality type. Nothing. Everything I said is a learned behavior. All the niceness I do is a learned behavior, okay? Some of us are designed to where we need more humility. Wish I had somebody out there that's not too afraid to admit. And listen, the meanest people I know are empaths. Some of us need more learned behaviors. Deanna, unmute your mic for me just a second. On the strength of showing you all number two. What was number two? That we continue. Oh, mind your business. We continue. I was trying to figure out what that meant. Thought she was talking about Maya from the 90s, the song. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what was going on. On the strength of number 2, what's number 2? We continue to make this as easy to sell as possible where you don't have to sell. Then I had a conversation with you yesterday about, the university is taking 2 weeks off. Not the network, but the university is. We will have, if you're wondering, hey, will there be another call next Sunday? Yes. Yes, there will be. Yes, there will be, okay? You don't have to ask, okay? There will be another call next Sunday if you're wondering. But the university is taking off until January 6th. Deanna, I told you something. Do you remember when I told you? I asked you a question. I said, we need to figure out something as an office. Do you remember what I said?
As an office, we need to figure out how to continue to feed the ATS network during the holidays.
All right, there you go. Oh, you can mute your mic now. You don't have to be fired. All right, she was put on the spot and she passed the test, Pam Noah. She was put on the spot, she passed the test. I said just because we're taking off the live classes for the next 2 weeks does not mean that the group, ATS Business University, if you are not in that group, you need to go find yourself there, okay? Go get with your upliney thingy. I know some of you tried to get it, you couldn't get it. Don't worry about it. I've changed the settings now to where you can get that link and click it. You need to find yourself there because for the next 2 weeks, even though we won't be having classes live for the next 2 weeks, does not mean that page won't have a lot of live videos in it. That's how we are here. Just because we stop doesn't mean value stops. Now imagine how, I want you to show you something. Imagine how all of you new people to the ATS network will see, wow, man, I learned so much during the Christmas break and they wouldn't even teach in classes. They never stop adding value. Then now you go out and tell people about us. Do you get it? Everything in this company is designed for you to sell without selling. If you're wondering what I'm trying to do, I'll give it to you in plain English. I am attempting to do to the sales world what Steve Jobs did to the whole world. The iPhone is a supercomputer you can work with your thumb. I'm going to make network marketing so easy you can work it with your thumb. Oh, man, that was brilliant. I don't know what to... I worked my whole life just to say that. I built this company since July 20, 2009 just to say that. That was brilliant. Last thing I'll say, which fits my personality, and I'll throw it back to Tempest. Now, I don't care about none of that stuff, Rakeem. As a leader, I do, okay? But as a hustler, hey, that's all good, bro. But I'm trying to get this money. I get these feelings later, okay? This ain't for everybody. This is just for my personality type. So whoever you are out there, you know who I'm talking to. Whoever you are out there, if you use a knife, I'm talking to you. Or if your head is in your pocket because life is beating you up right now, I'm talking to you. We are launching, and it's been, anyway, it doesn't matter. We're launching ATS Real Estate January 6th. Here's what that means. Yes. And somebody on here just bought a whole big old house, but I ain't gonna say who they are, but their names start with a T and end with 2 T's. If you look at the screens, names start with a T and end with 2 T's. And she talked earlier, but I ain't gonna say her name though. I'm not gonna say her name at all. Okay, not gonna say her name at all. Nevertheless, we're gonna teach regular people how to become great real estate investors. If you ever wanted a selling point, for this university, it's not only going to teach you business, sales, and marketing, but listen, bruh, if you persist, if you want to do real estate, man, they're giving away classes after classes after classes, documents, all sorts of stuff for all 50 states and more. They're doing that, and it's going to be amazing. And it's just free for the university. It's just part of it. It just is. It happens every Tuesday. Anyway, it happens every Tuesday, and it will grow in your back office every week or every month, whatever, just like everything else. Tempest, back to you.
I have nothing to say.
Well, then let me challenge y'all. Sure appreciate you. Here's my challenge to you. My challenge is to seize this opportunity. Do not become patient in your poverty. You're either in abundance or you're in poverty. There is no such thing as the middle class. I'm back to my personality type, okay? There is no such thing as the middle class. That is a lie. That is something that they taught you, that they've trapped you into. There is only rich and poor. And $250,000 in America is poor. The only thing $250,000 in America does for a person is to let them look at the person in the food stamp line and say, at least I'm not them. But it does not help you. And some of you got $250,000 in equity in your house right now, and you're broke. And it's not your fault. That's the system. So I challenge you, don't become patient in your poverty. Don't do it. Somebody invites you to this call. I'm talking to two different people. One, you're a new person to this call. Get back with the person who invited you. Find out more about this opportunity. They are waiting for you to do massive and great things with your life. Two, you're somebody on this call and you already squandered your opportunity. You already squandered your opportunity. You did. You've been here 30 days, 60 days, and you didn't do anything. And guess what? The universe says, good. I give you another chance. So you too, just like the new member, go back to the person who originally invited you to this call and step into your destiny. Get training or join. Get training or join and be ready for the greatness that is to come. We have cut over 100,000 something in commissions this year. Believe me. Whew, we paid it all out. Why not also pay you? Someone invites you to this call, get back, join, or get trained, reestablish yourself, and get your money. Make sure all your holidays are every day, not just this time of year. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plant better. You can dominate. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Love you more, Phil. We'll unmute all your mics, and you are more than welcome to say goodbye. Thank you all.
Good night, everyone.
Take
I'll
care.
say one thing too. I was gonna say one more thing too.
Go ahead, Richard.
With that $250,000, you still be wanting them food stamps because that money don't be enough. You be wanting a little bit free help sometimes. Yeah, you be saying you don't want to be not them, but you be like, man, hey, can I get some of them? Because like you said, that $250,000, it might help you get a couple of things, but then it's like you can't reach the other goals you want to do or help anybody else out like you want to.
Super facts, brother. Super facts. I disagree not. Thank you for your input. Y'all heard him. Don't be someone who needs $250,000 and food stamps. Let's get a whole bunch of money. Yeah, love you, everybody. Enjoy your holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Thank you, Richard, for your input. See y'all later.
And I'll be stopping by everybody's house getting the meal.
Smart man. You must be.
All right. Good night.